go. Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survive. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense comes onto the field for the first time today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. Let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what you like to see early in this game, especially on the road. Chunk plays like this really have a big impact on a game, especially when you're on the road, hostile environment, imposing your will on the defense on the first drive of the game.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught by the receiver. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down there. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Snags the quick throw. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Can you believe it? Well, Texas and Ohio State, the last time a part of college football history, of course, that classic collision in the Cotton Bowl. Jack Sawyer with the strip sack and scoop and score, the decisive play in an unforgettable football game.
Yeah, one of those big games that you can remember, maybe 2 or 3 plays being the difference in the game. You mentioned a play by Jack Sawyer, of course, at the end of the first half. The screen pass to Trevion Henderson that looked like Ohio State was just trying to not turn the ball over. High percentage throw, ends up going for a touchdown. So the Buckeyes made the plays when they had to be able to get out of there with a win. And anytime you put these two teams on the field together, a ton of NFL talent and athletic ability. Let's see how this one plays out.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns. They grab the early lead.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Buckeyes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
A second down after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's got room to run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
2nd down play coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back in zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps the football. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Play action fake, looking to throw. a short completion of the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
The sure hands. It's Peoples. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Now looks deep left. He had all day. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. 1st down to the 27.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
second down after that short completion. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pressure is coming. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets them up first down at the 14.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, this touch pass is going to be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Getting set. Here's second down. Heading left after the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Running out of time in the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it.
This is what a lot of field work can do for you for a special teams coach. I think they saw what they wanted from the right side there. They deliberately attacked that side. They come up with the blocked field goal, and now they've got all the momentum.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. Now they're set up at the 40. Play action here on first down. And that pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Manning. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Dropping back. It's Sayin. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And That's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to pass. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And on the carry, he's heading left. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the receiver's got it. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Graham. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And they get the second half started with a running play. And they'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive that begin at their own 46. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Try to convert with a sneak.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. They call the counter play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So here's the first play of the drive now that begin at the 41. Trying to find some room. It's Peoples. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air, it's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Peoples. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And looking to throw now on first down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion sets up a second down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught quickly. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Longhorns line up on first and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. A quick juke. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And completion makes it second and short. Breaks into the clear. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Throwing off play action. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this.
It's a fumble. Scooped up in the defense. Making people miss. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. On first down, it's play action. Caught near the sideline. It's Peoples. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of three. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Bringing pressure. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. He's going to try to return the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. It started at the 28. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The completion makes it second down. Now they call a run. And it'll be Smoter right at the line for no gain.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Longhorns have first and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
How about the tight end going down the middle of the field for a big gain? Good throw by the quarterback.
The Longhorns churn out another first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack sets up second down. Bootleg looking to throw. They got him again. He couldn't escape.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Escapes the pocket. Inside the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Boy, Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes a quick grab. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, the defense doing a good job here in these 1st and goal and 2nd goal situations. Now we're to 3rd and goal. Got to hold up in coverage. This offense clearly trusts their quarterback. They're going to find a way to probably put it in the air. Can you get a pass rush? And can you hold up in coverage here on 3rd down?
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Breaks free. Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another 1st down. Trying to find room. It's Peoples. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He'll try a pass here. The receiver grabs it. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. Buckeyes will have to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass is caught on a comeback route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stills.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
And every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Handoff from the shotgun. The defense all over, and they stop right at the line.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Game time. About a minute to play in regulation. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure is coming. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the 4th quarter. First down here for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. We lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Texas 21, Ohio State 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, what a grab! And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. and these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game, and now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.